outfielder, Bernie Williams. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Carter brings it in. Out number 2.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
On the ground right side.
That's an out.
Force, and that is the inning. Top half of the 3rd inning, Anthony Santander at the plate. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Carroll ranges back on the warning track and hauls it in. So the batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, Evan Carter.
Hey!
Bunt and missed it, 0-1. And
One ball, 1 strike.
And that is cut on and missed. That
1 ball,
strike 2.
2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's
Ball
a little
2.
bit high.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And
3-2.
just misses.
What's a good pitch there? Really had some run and finished a little up and in, just on the edge.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 2 outs, base is empty. Brooks Lee will hit next.
That's
misses the
outside.
Zone. Ball 1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That one
That's out.
outside. Ball 2. In the air, right field. Carroll settles under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Back now at Progressive Field. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Fought off foul. Fouled off. He was late. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Sends it to
He's
first.
out.
Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. This is Corbin Carroll. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swings at a slider.
You know, Boog, every
No
team
ball,
has a
2
hitters
strikes.
meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
That's a ball.
Just off the inside corner. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. So the lineup flips over. Ian Happ now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Swinging a foul straight back. And a foul ball. And
3.
down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. There's a strike. Good heater at 98. Schwarber measures 6 feet even, 230 pounds, and he's usually a catcher. Today,
0-2 is the
gets
count.
off his legs a bit. He's the DH. And
Ball
that
one.
skips in the dirt.
Well, I really like when a
One
guy
ball,
gets a
two
break
strikes, the
like
count.
that. He still gets to stay involved in the game. Instead of starting behind the dish,
Ball,
gets
that's
to hit,
out.
gets to rest a little bit, gets to watch the game from a different perspective.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That one came in at 99. It's Aaron Judge now. And Judge spoils that one. All right, Singy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer.
No
by a
balls,
Cleveland
2 strikes.
player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr.
Ball
hit the
one.
first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude.
Ball, that's off the
Eddie
plate.
Murray, no doubt.
Bam. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And here's Corey Seager to hit. He's already homered in this game. First pitch
Ball.
doesn't find the zone. The
Ball, that's
shortstop
low.
takes the ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in,
2-1.
elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one hammered left field. Pat ranging back on it. Caught right up against the fence. Here's Nolan Arenado. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Perdomo on to first. Bottom 4. Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Ramirez. Gets under it and pops it up. Seager. And it's caught for the out. And now here is Cal Raleigh. He's 0 for 1. First
Ball one.
pitch just misses. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 balls,
Ball.
no strikes to count.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could pay.
Swing and a miss. And a
2
count,
balls,
2-1.
1 strike.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get
0-1.
deep.
Schwarber swings through it for strike 1. He misses. It's a strikeout. Michael Tolia, the next to hit, reached on an infield single his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Ball.
Just missed.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Ball,
Just
that's out.
off the outside part of the plate. Raleigh, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Ready now for the 5th inning. Leading off, Jason Varitek.
For Boston, the catcher, Jason
Burns
Varitek.
back to work. Fouled off left side. Next pitch
Ball,
is
that's outside.
In the air, right field. Carroll settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And now, James Wood flied to left his first time.
Wood.
Squeeze through that. You think back to 2017,
0-1's the count.
Cleveland set a major league record. 22
1-1.
consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part
Ball
of the
two.
history of this yard.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one ripped right center field. Out of here! He'll touch them all. And they add a run. It's 2-0. And now the first baseman, Anthony Santander. Swinging a foul straight back. That one hit to right. Reaches for it, but it's foul.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know.
And no one can get there. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Nabs it, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the center fielder, Bernie Williams. And
Nope,
downstairs.
that's a ball.
Wormburner into the outfield for a knock. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Makes the grab, and there's one down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. digs in now. Grounded out his first time. And a foul ball. And that's
Ball.
way high. And now it's even 1-1. And that
Ball
one is
two.
inside. Man at first, one away. The other way, and that's a base hit. Throws to second, and that keeps him from advancing past second. Corbin Carroll will hit next. And the
That's a
first
ball.
pitch misses for ball 1.
He's
Ball
looking
one,
for a
no
ground
strikes.
ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Ball 2.
Outside low, 2-0. And there's a
Aye.
strike. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Makes the grab for the second out. So up next, Ian Happ.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. Here in Cleveland, all set for the top of the 6th. And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
0-1.
Soto, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins everything.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A massive home run. It's 3-0. Here comes Aaron Judge. Swing
Foul
and a
ball.
hard hit grounder to third. And that's just foul.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the controlled command that day,
Ball
pretty
one.
much forget about it.
And that's too high. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
And that's
Nope,
off.
inside,
The
ball two.
inside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying
full.
to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Happ hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now back
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Corey Seager. He's already homered here in this one. There's a swing and a drive. Out of here! Another homer. Second home run of the inning for him. And they add on. It's 4-0.
Inside, ball one.
Arenado, the next to hit, takes ball 1. To third, Ramirez. And they get Arenado for the out. And the batter now, Jason Varitek, 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs. Cut and missed. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Here's Jose Ramirez. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Kicks and fires. Ground ball to the right side.
He's out.
And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. There's a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes,
0-1's the
as a
count.
hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Close,
0-1.
but call the ball. 1-2 to count. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. Breaking
Ball,
ball
inside.
And it's 1-0. Ground ball right side. Throws to first
Got
in
him.
time. Back here in Cleveland. Now here is James Wood.
left fielder, James Wood.
Strike
Hey.
1.
Well, these guys digging into their
0-1.
numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking.
Hey.
They have 5 extra base hits on the
No
stat
balls,
sheet
2
so
strikes.
far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip.
Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
Anthony Santander getting ready to hit. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1's the
All
count.
those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game.
0-2
They
is
seem
the
to be
count.
Really locked in at the plate.
Next
Ball
pitch
1.
misses. Now 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That
Ball.
misses. 2-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the
3-2.
top half of inning number 7.
Hey!
Misses. It's a strikeout. And now the center fielder, Evan Carter. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty.
1-1.
Stairs. Fouled off to the right. And a
Nope,
breaking
that's off
ball
the plate.
misses
Ball 2.
outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you
Three
aim
balls,
at the
two
outside
strikes.
corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Up the middle, and it gets by him.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
At the plate, Brooks Lee. Lifted in the air, right field. Carroll. And there's two down. Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a miss. There's the slider.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Two pretty nasty
0-2.
sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2
Ball,
count.
that's inside.
If they're at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Runner on the go. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Kyle Schwarber with a rocket. His second home run of the game. It's 7-0. Here is Aaron Judge. Swing
Yeah.
and a miss, strike one.
0-1's the count.
Swing
Hey.
and a miss. He was late, strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And back now at Aroldis Chapman comes in to take over.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
The center fielder.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Bernie Williams. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Judge calls it in, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Both 2 in this one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter will be the shortstop, Corey Seager.
For Boston. The
Miller
shortstop,
back to work.
Seager.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1.
Got him swinging. 2 down, base is empty. Jason Varitek now at the plate. And that
Aye.
97 on the gun. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 8th. Smash down the left field line. Full extension makes the catch. Here in Cleveland, now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First
Nope,
pitch misses.
ball 1. Counts 1-0.
Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses. That's strike
1
2.
ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Arenado on the run. Takes it over to
He's
first.
out.
And very nicely done for the out. Corbin Carroll, the next to hit. First
Ball 1.
offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
And a
Aye.
strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Next pitch
Nope.
is downstairs. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one
Inside
drifts
ball.
inside. Swing and a ball line to center. And that's a base hit.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it.
0-1's the
there.
count.
Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful
No
line
balls,
drive
2
into
strikes.
center field.
Runner takes off. It's
1
a
ball,
pitch out.
2 strikes.
Throw, save. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Carroll over at second, 1 down. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Swinging. Throw to third. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
2 outs. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Judge getting an angle on it. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. And we're back. And the batter now, James Wood.
The left fielder.
Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Foul ball.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And out number 1 on the grab. So digging in, Anthony Santander. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. Carroll ranges back. This one's going to carry, and it's gone. And they tack one on the board. It's 8-0. Back to the top of the order. Here's the center fielder, Evan Carter. Line drive and a base hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Williams puts it away, and there are 2 outs. So a man aboard. Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Good
0-1.
pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Bottom 9. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Dennis Santana.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
There's a strike. Next
Ball,
pitch is
that's out.
outside. A little in front
2.
there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one
That's ball
almost
2.
got him. And it remains 2-2. Got
3.
him swinging. Some high cheese for strike 3. Now it's the DH, Kyle Schwarber. On the ground to the left. Arenado to
Out.
first in time. 2 up, 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Now a chance for Michael Tolia. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the
Out
count.
front that time. They're down to their final strike.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the
0-2.
box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Stays alive. One strike away. On the ground at first. Steps on the
Out.
bag himself. Ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense